Okay, look, guys. I know I said an alien could be in Siege. I thought that was the end. But today, I'm going to tell you guys about how I think a wizard could actually fit into Rainbow Six. I genuinely think this, okay? So, okay, let's start with the basics. What do we have to put in place so that this wizard isn't just overpowered? You know, because with the alien, with all the technology and stuff, if we don't take care of things, the alien can get its technology back, right? Well, literally for the wizard, I think that a couple criteria needs to get met. One of which is the power limiter, right? Because you're gonna give this wizard something. There needs to be a reason why, for instance, he has a limited amount of, I don't know, charges in his wand or some crap, or he can only cast a certain number of spells. You know, what would that limit come from? Well, initially when I thought of this was like, oh yeah, he's training for, let's just say, like 20 years, right? That's gonna give him the limit. But if you guys notice, Rainbow Six has birthday charms. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they actually update the birthdays of their operators. So that doesn't make any sense, because if this guy, let's just say, trains for 50 years, and the game goes out for 5 years, that's actually 5 years of training. His power level is going to increase. So we can't just say, oh, he trained for 20 years, and now he's a freaking wizard. And, you know, because his power level has to increase because he's assumed to be training more, just like these other ops, right? But he has this energy bar. So this is what I came up with, okay? A chemical from space. I'm stuck on the space thing. I'm telling you, that's the only way this wizard gets his power, okay? Is like a chemical from space or something that has to do with a genetic mutation in a human that can't be replicated. And I don't know, you know, I guess you could do a genetic mutation that gives him magical powers, and he's always had a limit to the powers, right? So I think for the magic powers of this wizard operator that's going to be in Rainbow Six, he has to have an upper limit that he started with, okay, or she, you know. But let's just say the reason why they only get 10 lightning bolts is because there was a DNA change and the chemical imbalance happened, and they can give him 10 charges, and after that, he has to, I don't know, sleep for 24 hours, right? And it recharges them like a battery, right? Something to that effect. And if he doesn't use them, the excess energy is just expelled somehow, right? That's pretty simple. If he gets a chemical from space or some magical rock that came from space, well, it's simple. It's his magic rock, you know, and it came from an alien spacecraft. Maybe the operators together. The alien lands and the wizard gets a rock from the alien, and the rock was in the middle of the star, and that's why we got a wizard. Is literally the alien and the wizard get released at the same time in Siege as an operator bundle, because they're a team and they work together. I don't know, but that's how we would limit this wizard. Right, now, what kind of abilities would the wizard have? Well, I mean, it's Rainbow Six. You have to give him a gun. So the wizard abilities would have to be either a secondary gadget specifically for this guy, or just some sort of gadget, okay? Because this guy has to have guns. What, you can't just like give him a wand and just go with magic bullets, right? I mean, you could, but how would you attach iron sights to that? How would you aim that without putting a dot in the middle of the screen and giving people aimbot, right? What, you gonna take a magic wand and put a red dot sight or an ACOG on it? No, that doesn't work. So I'm thinking that if you include this operator, this bulletproof vest wizard hat guy, it's going to have to be a gadget that he has. It just has to be. I don't see him having this spell unless, like, when he aims it, this little holographic thing comes up when he aims and he shoots at people. I mean, I guess you could do that. But anyways, what abilities would he have? I think that's like a question we got to ask when we have a wizard that apparently can't have a red dot sight on his magic wand or his magic staff or his hands, right? What would his abilities be? Well, you could make him fly because we have Amaru and Oryx, right? So very reasonable in Siege. You could have him cut things out of walls like Maverick. You can give him some shield in front of him. So his ability is a pocket riot shield. I wouldn't include that in Rainbow Six. I don't think it's a good idea. You could give him something like Yana's ability very easily. Just you turn him into a fucking bird and he flies around and scouts things and people got to shoot the bird. That would actually be kind of a cool ability. You could give him some sort of ability where he himself turns into a bird and he can, you know, fly around and go places, which is kind of terrifying to think about, but hear me out, it's a magic ability. Standard explosives, of course. There's a lot of items in the game. Give him telekinesis. You know, screw it. He has this magic power, right? You get telekinesis crap around. Or this will kind of be a cool idea now. A unique siege idea that isn't just manipulating the walls. Any operator gadget in the game that's a defender gadget, he focuses on, and it either destroys it or activates it. So, Goyo Shield. He focuses on the Goyo Shield, and then it boops and it explodes. The Mira, right? It's like, all you can say is he focuses on the thing as a little energy bullet, focuses on a black mirror, and it pops the tank, right? This would be extremely overpowered. But hear me out. So how you would make it so that he can use this ability, and have it be balanced, is that it takes a long time for him to actually do it, and he has to be in sightline of the gadget. He doesn't have to just be on the same side. So you know how a Goyo Shield has the gas tank on one side? He doesn't have to be on the same side as the gas tank, but he has to be looking at it. This would be a significant nerf to Mira, by the way. So just saying, like, Mira, if you mess this up, she's off the board. What I would also do is after he's done, so let's say he's like, he's doing this, literally that sound effect, just, it's like a second after he does it, 2 seconds after, where he's like exhausted, and then he can get shot from it, I'm not even kidding. This operator, that's what I would do to this guy, man. This is what I would do to put a freaking wizard in Siege. All right, so let's recap. Because of genetics, or because he has some magic rock, I'm still going to say it's genetics because that's the one that can actually apply to real life. He has a top maximum power limit. And that power limit he recharges by sleeping, right? Because it has to do with the brain, and when you sleep, your brain fixes itself. So if he goes out on a long night of drinking, he doesn't actually get his power back because your brain doesn't fix itself after you drink. Just so you guys know. And so, that's how he gets his power. His abilities could literally be anything that's in the game now, except in a wizard form. Plus flying, a pocket riot shield, or he turns into an animal, he possesses an animal. There's a lot of birds on Villa. He could easily just possess a bird on Villa. Or he just focuses on an object and destroys it, right? This would be an excellent counter to Clash, too. If you could just focus on someone and kill them for like 10... Excellent counter to Clash, by the way. Or he's on defense, and the alien's on attack, and the guy on defense, excellent counter to Monty, right? It's like, okay, Monty, well, you gotta deal with the thing, you just have to. I think it'd be great. Oh my god, dude, this is why my Rainbow Six videos on YouTube haven't exploded yet. My hair, look at my hair. I'm insane, guys. This is a shower thought. I was pacing around the room, waiting for footage to export in Adobe Premiere Pro, and I thought of what it would be like to add a wizard into Rainbow Six Siege, and I have done it. Guys, I don't know how to end this video. This was a big brain dump. If you like what you saw, let me know if you would like me to brainstorm other ways of including weird operators in Rainbow Six. Also, if you want to support the channel, you can check the links in the description below for my mouse on Amazon. I'm affiliate links for both of those. So if you use those and buy those, it supports the channel. But that's it. I'm Pacific the Casual Gamer. I don't even want to say that I suck just as bad as you do at video games, because it's more like I'm an insane 21-year-old sitting at home alone. So I'm going to say nothing and just say I'll see you guys in the next video.